Hey folks, we're out at the range today. There will be some shooting. I've been doing some shooting, but this is not shooting. This is a flashlight review. I was sent this light by Wuben, W-U-B-N. Got it right here, Wuben. And they say on the box, this is not a flashlight, this is Wuben ECL. So I have a soft spot in my heart for lights, everything from Surefires to Streamlights to stuff I haven't heard of and haven't played with that's a little bit weird and a little bit interesting. So I'm going to go over my experience with this. I've been playing with it a lot. My voice sounds weird. I had my tonsils out 13 days ago. So taking it easy, no running strenuous stuff, but I figured I could play with flashlights while I was down for the count. So I did. Didn't do much reloading because of, narcotic pain meds, things like that, but I played with flashlights. So I actually have several reviews coming for you. This one is cool. I actually started the review process before the surgery and really kind of put it through its paces while I was laid up. So let's go ahead and take a dive in the box and I'll show you what all comes with it, some of its features. There are a lot, and I'll tell you whether I would recommend one or not, my thoughts on it as far as use and what it would excel at. So we'll go ahead, we'll put it on the table, take a look. All right, so here we are. Here's the box. It is a pretty cool box, magnetic, opens like so. So here you have the Wuben X3. So they've had a few versions of this before this one came out. This is the most recent one. And it's nifty. There's a couple different versions even of this one that you can get. You can see a little spoiler alert, red and white light. Yes, I will have nighttime footage for you. So we'll go ahead. Here is the main attraction. It's tiny, right? It's a little gizmo. You got your pocket clip there. You got some magnets here. And if you got a keen eye, that looks a lot like wireless charging because it is. So this is a little screen. You'll notice there are two LEDs, two emitters in there. And if you've got a keen eye, you'll notice one is not like the other. So go ahead, go over some of the specs on this. So this is an interesting setup in that this is one of the rare occasions where the light company actually publishes the emitter that they are using. So for the white light, we have a Samsung LH351D, and for the red, we have a Luminous SST10. So very cool there. Standard mode in white is going to be 700 lumens. It does step down to 200. High is 150 lumens, medium's 50, low is 1. And it gives you the associated battery life of those things. So you have 30 seconds before it steps down in turbo, and it can do that for 1.5 hours, 2 hours at high, 6 hours at 50, and 50 hours at low on 1 lumen. It does have a strobe, but the full 700 lumens doesn't give you a time on that, and an SOS at 150 lumens, no time on that. Going over to the red, you have two battery level or two output levels. You have basically a high and a low, 80 lumens and 1 lumen. So 30 hours at 1 lumen on red and 30-second step down with the high, and can do that for 2 hours, and it goes down to 30 lumens. So somewhere in between high and low is where it steps down to. So we have a beam throw distance claimed of 102 meters, 2,590 candelas, 1 meter drop resistant, IP65 water resistant. It weighs 70 grams, and the dimensions are 70 millimeters this way by 35 millimeters this way and 21 millimeters this way. So very, very small. Let's go ahead, and this one is the standard version, and they do have an advanced version. So I got sent the standard version. That's fine. I'll explain to you what that means. So we open up the box here, and in this little doodad, it's got the owl. We have, I'm pretty sure I did not put the USB-C cable back in, but this is the standard version. This is a magnetic charging cradle, USB-C, and it charges the light. There is no USB-C on the light itself. I understand space was limited, but if you forget this, you have one other way to charge it, but if you don't have either of those two available, you're not going to be able to charge it. So that is one thing I'll ding it on. There's your little cradle. This is the fastest way to charge it. And the other way, if you have some sort of magnetic charger, like I do here, you can throw this sucker on there with the magnetic coil facing down. This is a slower way to charge it, but it is convenient, especially if you already do a lot of magnetic charging. I unfortunately don't. I do from time to time. I've got a couple different magnetic chargers, and it does work. It just takes longer. So we'll go ahead and get into the controls. You can see right now it is locked out. If I click this 4 times, it is now unlocked and it comes on the low setting. So that's the 1 lumen. Very useful for just kind of admin stuff. If you want to ramp it up, press and hold. And now it gives you, it shows you the battery level, level 2, 50 lumens. We can go up 150 lumens and you're good there. And if you press and hold it again, it'll cycle back down to 1. If you double click it, you go up to the full 700 lumens turbo, it says. It shows you your battery, that is bright, and then single click to turn it off. So if you also look, you have these little blue marker lights on the side, which are cool. You may have seen this in my short that I did. If you don't like those, all you gotta do is click it 5 times and turn it back on, and those go off. So that will extend your battery life. I think they're cool, so I leave them on. Now, if you want to go to red, press and hold, and you get your red. This one is the 80 lumens. It does have memory, so whichever one you select is which one will come on. I will tell you, and you'll see at the nighttime footage, that the red on the high setting is one of the brightest red that I have seen, at least in terms of beam throw. So that is cool. Triple click. Now if we go back over to white and we click 3 times, you get your strobe, which is cool. And you can see it kind of varies the speed at which it strobes, so pretty cool there. And the other neat feature about this, other than the pocket clip, is if you don't want to use it like this, you can pivot the head on it and have it at a 90-degree angle. Now because of how small it is, you may not want to use it in your hand this way, but if you clip it onto your belt or a backpack strap or what have you, or even the brim of your hat even, you know, you could put the brim of your hat under here and you've got kind of a makeshift headlamp or whatever you want to clip it to. Like I said, it's got tons of features. It's cool. Everything still works the same way. It's just inverted, or rotated, I should say. So that's where we're at there. Now enjoy the nighttime footage. All right, so it is good and dark. Crickets are singing. I've got the Wuben out here, and you can see that it is indeed glowing in the dark. You notice the bright spots where those blue LEDs are. So we'll go ahead, we'll turn her on. You see the blue is there. First glance, this is that 1 lumen setting. It's good enough to see the gladiolus right there. And then if we go to the next setting, now we can reach out a little bit further. Again, this is the 50 lumen level 2 setting. And then we'll go to level 3. This is 150 lumens. So it's pretty decent, especially for the size of the light. You can reach out and see all sorts of stuff. So we're about 50 yards away from those trees there. And then if we go to turbo, now we are at 700 lumens, and you can see it's not really a hot spot. It's very much a flood, but it's good enough for, you know, basic illumination. So if we do the strobe, there's your strobe. You can see it just does a bunch of different patterns there. If we want to check the red LED, this is the 1 lumen. And it actually, for being a red LED, has pretty good hotspot. Again, this is a 1 lumen. This is the low setting. And if we go up to that high setting, this is what I was telling you guys. This is insane. I haven't had a red LED flashlight that will throw light quite like this. So, and you do still get a decent amount of flood for area lighting. But yeah, that's pretty cool there. This is a pretty nifty light. And of course, all the while, you know, you got the blue LEDs going on. It's absolutely an insane little light. And like I said, you could turn the blue off, and then you can see it is glowing in the dark. So pretty nifty gizmo. Let me know your thoughts. As far as how it looks in a pocket, there you are, and that's with the head, you know, kind of at the right angle. The clip doesn't allow it to be like truly discreet, but it is there. If you rotate the head and go to put it in, it does require two hands because of the way the clip is. It's kind of hard to do it one-handed. Watch it make a liar out of me now. Yeah, I almost always need two hands to do it. So there you are. So it's obvious you're carrying something. It does indeed look like a flashlight, so no big deal there. The body of this light, if you can tell with it being clear, and it's kind of got a green tint going on now, you'll see it better on the night footage. It does glow in the dark, which is cool. So there we are. So the Wuben ECL X3, should you get one? I think they're pretty cool personally. I have really enjoyed this one. This is my first experience with Wuben lights, and again, my affiliation with the company is they said, hey, do you want to review a light and work together and kind of collaborate on something? And I said, sure. And this is what they sent me. I'm a sucker for lights, always have been, even as a kid. Lights fascinated me. Christmas lights, street lights, headlights, and then when LEDs came out, I really got excited, or when they were more commonplace. So I've got a light fascination. As a duty light, no. There's too much going on. You got to kind of toggle through stuff, things like that. And also, you know, the battery life and the charging. Again, if you don't have the little cradle for it, that could be a problem. Now, the advanced version comes with a battery bank that the light slips in, and it has, I think, 3 charges per charge of that thing. So if you had that with you, you could get some more charge time. I have no idea if it charges any faster. I may see if I can get that version from Wuben next and kind of do a comparison for you guys. So I think as a duty light, maybe not. But in terms of camping, I would absolutely throw this in the bag just because. Hopefully you could see from the nighttime footage, the red light goes pretty far. It's a pretty powerful light, especially for its size. I wear a size extra large glove, so my hands are, you know, large-ish. This is a cool light. I like the features. I like the little blue lights on the side. It's cool, and I like having the screen. I think that's nifty as well. So those are my thoughts on it. I think as, you know, a flashlight to keep around the house, I think it's convenient. You know, I like lights that allow me to step down to that 1 lumenish threshold so I don't wake other people up or whatnot. And same with camping, you could read by it. I think it's really cool. The pivoting head is a neat touch as well. So I'd say as just kind of a general use flashlight, I see no reason you shouldn't get one. If you get the light from Wuben directly, it's $81.99. They do offer free shipping over $49, or at least they are at the date of filming today, which is April 24th. So it's not cheap, but it is cool, especially for all the features that you get with it. You can also get it on Amazon. Looking at it right now, it's $65.59 with Prime 2-day shipping. So there is that. You can save a little bit of money getting it there on Amazon. I will throw a link down in the description. Again, I think it's cool, and that $65.99 is for the same version I have, which is the standard. I'm trying to see if they have the other version here on Amazon. So if you get the advanced version from Wuben with the battery bank, aluminum charging bank, as they say, that brings the cost to $109.99. So not cheap, but again, I think it's cool. Would I buy one if I wasn't sent one? Well, this was the first time I'd heard about it. So I think actually I probably would, because it is extremely nifty. It's got solid construction. I mean, there's polymer, but you do have metal up here. This does get pretty warm on the higher settings, so there is that. And I would absolutely use the 4-click lock unlock function if you're carrying it, just because that button could get pushed in, and the last thing you want to do is burn yourself, run your battery down. But yeah, as a neat little general purpose light, I think this is cool. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Huge thank you to all my patrons and channel members. You guys rock. I appreciate everything that you do for the channel. If you're interested in supporting the channel, there are ways you can do that down in the description. There's some merch you can get as well. Stay safe, folks. Always carry a light, whether it's this one or any other kind of light. Carry a flashlight. They come in useful. Even if you carry a weapons mounted light, you should still have a handheld. It's not safe to use your gun to point at stuff for administrative whatever. So always carry a handheld as well. I'll see y'all next time.